Welcome to the Ring and All Other Sports. My name is Leo Connors, and today I got a very special guests. Two guests, Dave Fournier and Jerry Lane. What's up, guys?
What's going on, Leo?
Hey, Leo. Thanks
All right.
for having me on.
No problem. So yesterday, Dante Luna and Bo Douglas brought pro wrestling back to Fenway Park yesterday as part of the El Mundo Festival. They had brought it back originally in 2017, and where wrestling hadn't been there, 40 years, 50 years? And then they had three more up till 2019. Then the coronavirus hit. So it was fun yesterday.
Oh, amazing time.
Oh,
Just the
great.
atmosphere.
The only thing that would have been better is if it had happened on the field, actually. But
Yes, I agree.
where everything was placed was
Well,
tremendous.
Dave opened the show very enthusiastically with that microphone and did a great job. Honestly,
Thank
you
you,
did a
thank you.
great job opening that
Awesome.
show. I should have got a video of it.
I think actually Robert Demore, who I want to actually take a chance real quick and wish him a speedy recovery. He had his knee surgery
Yes,
today.
yes.
I
You
know
know.
he's a big fan of the show, and
Yes,
he
he
did
is.
say he was in recovery just a few minutes ago on a post. So.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hope you heal up well, Robert. You're a great guy. All right, let's just jump right into it, honestly. The show opened with Dan the Man, Stan Michaels, no relation to Sean, and Brother Greatness, as they defeated Dylan Nix, Levi Spade, and Drake Lovecraft. What'd you think? I thought it was a pretty solid opening.
Guys that we don't really get to see around here, right,
Right.
Jerry?
Yeah, Dan the Man cut a tremendous promo.
Yeah, he did.
Those three guys, Dan and Brother Greatness and Stan Michaels, are members of a faction called the Mission.
Yes, the Mission. Yep. And that was, like I said, that was pretty decent. I think the other team named was Seawolves.
The Seawolves, yes.
Yeah, Seawolves. And again, Dylan Nix, Levi Spade, and Drake Lovecraft. Then, this was weird, guys. We had the Rotten Apple, Adam Applegate, taking on Bucka. And they went at it, and then they got outside the ring, and then they fought off.
They did. This kind of started all on Saturday at the UFO wrestling show.
Yes.
Where the match was actually set up for the Fenway Park.
Yes, but wasn't it crazy?
Yeah, they just totally disappeared.
And then now the ring announcer came in and said, well, seeing they left, let's get on with the matches.
Yes, we had 4 ring announcers yesterday.
Yes, which was cool.
It was
though.
it was a pleasure to work with those guys.
Yeah.
Great people. Ethan, Adam, and I forget the other guy's name. Maybe one of you guys know who it was. And I apologize to that gentleman because I just don't remember his name.
Adam Salzer was the only other one I knew. I'd seen the one that was dressed up in the suit and tie.
Ethan.
I've seen him
Yeah.
before.
At
but
APW, I think.
But I didn't know the other guy.
Ethan
Okay.
does a lot up in May. He's
In
training up in
Limitless and
Limitless.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, Rich has been helping him out.
Yes, he has.
All right. So like I said, they just wrestled off. And, and then next up was a battle royal, which we're going to get to the main event and things like that. But this was there was no need for this. I'm sorry. There really wasn't. It went 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
I think in fairness, it was to get more people on the show.
I get it.
In fairness to,
Right.
I kind of see what you're saying too from a fan perspective. But I think it was also the promoters were trying to get
Absolutely.
more people, as many people as possible into that show.
And I agree that's, you know what I mean? Yes. But again, once we get to the end, guys, you'll understand why I'm saying that. But in the Battle Royal, they had Donkey Boy Bandit, Theodore J. Liptington, the Mighty Bosch, Lumberjake, Patrick Saint, Wesley Pipes, Robbie the Giant, Jason Maverick, PPH, Cletus, Ken Powers, USAF 13, Gibbs, and Loverboy Lex Lozano, who ended up winning the said battle royal, after at least 25 minutes.
Yeah, that was.
Well, it was kind of Royal Rumble
that
It
style.
wasn't a bad one. I'm just saying, you'll understand when we get to the end, guys.
It was
That's all.
about 10 minutes too long.
And wasn't it more Royal? It was Royal Rumble style.
Yes, that was Royal Rumble style, which was cool too, in a way. You know what I mean? And that's why it went so long.
Yes.
Because was it every 2 minutes or was it 1 minute? I don't remember.
It was about every 1 minute.
Okay. All right. And then we had one of the first of the really good matches, because we had Becca, and she defeated Little Mean Kathleen.
Becca's come a long way.
Listen, she ain't going to be around much longer. I'm not kidding. I really don't think so. Within 2 years, she's signed.
I think she's worked a couple of times for MLW already.
Yeah, she worked for AEW too.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, compared to that first time we saw her,
Oh, yeah, we brutally. Oh, yeah, guys, you should. We went to a chaotic show, and me and Dave and whoever else was with us.
yeah, Dan Bolia.
Becca came out and tried to talk on the microphone, and we just let her have it, man. We let her have it.
This was like her first night.
And, like, she couldn't get anything out because we were so loud, you know? And I even say to Dave, at one point, I thought I saw Rich kind of like look at us to be like, you know, enough, guys, enough. That was crazy. But she has come a long way. And Becca is fantastic.
She's had probably 3 or 4 gimmicks
Yep.
in the last year and a half.
Hey, got to work on things.
And she's performed tremendously. With
And
all
little
of them.
me, Kathleen, is phenomenal.
She is.
You know, I like her a lot. Then might have been the match of the night as the Closers defeated the Miracle Generation.
Great tag team match.
And it was awesome.
2 great tag teams.
I think they're one of the top tag teams. Now that they're back teaming again, the Closers could be the top tag team in the area. Honestly. You know, maybe not, but I think they're up there.
Yeah,
You know, Miracle Generation's a young team, but really gaining traction right about now.
Definitely are. I haven't had a lot of chance to see them, so this was one of those first few times for me. I don't know if you get around to a lot more than I do, Jerry.
And the best part is, on both teams, each guy is tremendous as a singles wrestler.
Yes. Both teams, absolutely. But yeah, like I said, now that they're back together, it seems the Closers are, you know, one of the top tag teams. And the Miracle Generation is a very young, upcoming tag team. They really, and like I said, they're gaining traction. They're being booked everywhere. You know, they're out of New England sometimes. You know, and that's really where you start to make your name and stuff. And unfortunately, this match had to follow that. As Tyler Brooks defeated Jacoby Riddick, TKO
Kosenko.
Okay, thank you. And Donovan Grover. And personally, I didn't know any of them. Any of them. I've never seen any of them work. Obviously, you have.
TKO Kosenko and Ken Powers are a tag team in LPW called the Social Influence.
Okay.
And they just dropped the LPW tag team titles last week to the Hoods.
Oh, nice. So the Hoods of Shay Cash.
Yes.
And Davey Cash.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Not Chris Pyro.
No.
So are they like the Freebirds now?
Yeah, is Chris Pyro still around?
Pyro, I think, is injured still.
Oh, okay.
And they ran a gimmick at a couple of other shows where they had Carlos V.
Okay.
Teaming with Davey Cash.
Okay.
And the gimmick was that they kept calling Carlos V Chris Pyro. No, that's Chris Pyro.
Right.
And the other team would object, and it didn't amount to anything, and they just had the match. But it was really funny that they referred to Carlos as Pyro.
And what's great is after that, Adam Applegate and Bucker came back. I don't know where they went. Maybe they were in the bullpen down the right in the bleachers.
Up in the bleachers.
They were somewhere, right? And they wrestled back, and they almost got in the ring.
Almost.
And then they wrestled off again.
Yes.
Yep.
So maybe they're still wrestling.
They could be. They might still be inside.
You know
Fenway
what
Park.
I mean? They could be out there by the monster.
No. They came back a third time.
They did.
Yes.
See, I left guys at 3:30.
Yeah, they came back a third time in the match.
Okay.
The match ended with Applegate getting Bucker to submit to the camel clutch.
Damn. All right.
So
that's cool. We fixed that. That's taken care of. Following that was Jay Buster, who had his son with him.
Yes.
Defeating Evander James, Corey Jackson, and Dustin Healy. And I don't know. I've never seen Evander James or Corey Jackson. They did pretty good, you know. I've heard of Dustin Healy at Proving Grounds.
Yes.
And obviously, I know Jay Buster. You know, what'd you guys think of that?
Well, I think Jay Buster doesn't get enough credit. I think he's one of the most underrated talents around.
I agree 100%.
Wrestle as much as he used to, but I just think, a lot of people don't realize how good he actually is. He's still got great talent out there. I hadn't seen him in a long time myself, and
he's always in good shape.
Jay Buster is so 2006. You need to refer to him as the Platinum Playboy.
Yeah,
Randy
he still
Sean.
thinks he is, and he he was managed by Brian Cairo.
Yep.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Nope.
So, but no, you're right though. Jay Buster is very underrated. He was part of a phenomenal tag team, the Canadian Superstars, with Dave Cole. I mean, honestly, that team was great.
Oh, they were, yeah.
That's where I got to know who he is when he was doing the tag team with Dave.
When that tag team performed in NECW back in the day, they had some great matches with the Dogs of War.
Nice. That's awesome. All right, next up, another great match as Channing Thomas defeated the victorious, who wasn't victorious, B.I.G.
Another guy that, if he doesn't get signed soon, I can't picture who else would get signed. I mean, that kid's got everything from promo to in-ring to the look. It's just all there. It's the complete package.
Yeah.
And I just can't believe he hasn't been signed yet.
Right, and he's he learned the European style too. So he doesn't just wrestle like an American trained wrestler. He's a little more advanced with European stuff too.
The only thing I can think is the little bit of the size might be what's preventing it because, no offense to him, but he doesn't have quite that height.
But he's not
small either, no.
Yeah, he's definitely not that small.
He's been overseas too a couple of times, so that's where that European style comes in. And, talk about guys, being signed or that deserve to be signed.
Yep.
Don't sleep on B.I.G.
No, exactly. I could see him in an MLW and Impact. Honestly, I could. And he's not very big either.
No.
But you don't have to be big anymore. So, you know what I mean? So there's nothing you can say negative. You know what I mean? Look at Ichiban. He's got to be 150 pounds. But look at him work.
Yep.
Absolutely.
He's awesome. All right, next up, this was good too because I haven't seen these guys team in a while. As the Heavy Hitters defeated MAD or MADD.
Mutually Assured Destruction.
Thank you, Jerry. See, this is the reason why Jerry's on the show today because he knows the people we don't.
And I'm glad he's here because, yes, I was ring announce yesterday, but I was so busy with my ring announcing duties and other stuff that I didn't get to see all of the show. And there was 25 matches, which is why we had 4 ring announcers because you had to be responsible for some,
But the Heavy Hitters of Frank Champion and Shea Cash were phenomenal. Again, I mean, last time I seen them was a few years ago, and they were great then. But I do love the Heavy Hitters, guys. What about you?
They are great.
Yeah, Shea Cash has come a long way.
Other
guys come a long way
really
from.
Good. He really is. He's excellent. All right. Then we had Barnaby Combs defeating Frost, which is Ryan Frost, I think.
Frost,
yep. Dave Dyer and Old School Cool. That's kind of
Old School Cool Corey
Do you
Michael.
know him, Muzzy?
Yeah.
Jerry knows him.
Jerry is the super fan, as I like to call him.
Good thing you were here. Glad I invited you.
Corey Michael wrestles for NCW.
Okay. John Casey.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Barnaby's come a long way.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Hard work.
Yeah, exactly.
He's starting to get himself out there in more places, which is giving him that experience.
Yep. And Jerry, you can help me with this one if I'm wrong. The headbanging
I can help you with this.
Headbanging Harlots.
Headbanging Harlots.
I needed help from Dave about those.
Thrashley Wednesday and Salem Spikes.
That's really their name because I saw that. Thrashy Wednesday.
Thrashley.
Yes.
Okay. Students of the Bell Time Club.
Hey, that's just a weird name. That's all I'm saying, but maybe that's unique.
Yes.
Right?
What were your thoughts on the Headbanging Harlots?
They were actually pretty impressive for they got good size.
Right.
And the decent moves.
Yep. What about the proud ones?
And the crowd was into them. So
right. Do you know who the proud ones are by chance?
The proud ones, no.
Yeah, me either. Do you?
I've been sworn to silence.
I'm
they're
sorry.
unknown. They're under a mask.
That's all right. I'm sorry that
we might be able to discuss it off the air, but I can't say it on the air.
That's crazy. Let's
just say
Dave.
Applegate and Bucka.
Oh, excuse me.
Excuse me.
He told me he had a tag team match. He told me. That's all right, though. That's cool.
Right.
They did double duty.
If you
they
want that,
wrestled forever.
If you guys want that edited out, email Leo and he'll have them edited out.
But the proud ones. I'm proud of the proud ones.
They were from Washington, D.C.
Oh, really?
They were Stormer number 1 and Stormer number 2.
Nice.
Just saying.
Yep. All right.
I saw a post from Applegate on Facebook today, and he said that he wrestled his brother all day at Fenway Park.
Yes,
are they actually brothers?
Yes,
they are.
They're real brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you know what Bucka's real last name is? You guys know?
I know.
Connors. Same as mine.
Bucka
Is he related?
Nope, no relation at all. All right, then there was some type of challenge.
Leo might have a son he doesn't know about.
Could have a daughter too. But Beck and Phoenix defeated the Big Islanders, Dark Abyss, and Ledge and PT. What's that?
So it was
Paper towels?
the Reaper Steve Beck,
Yep.
Johnny Phoenix
Okay.
from the Belltime Club.
Yep.
You had Matt Ledge and PT Jester, who I had never seen PT Jester before.
I'd never seen him before either.
I knew who Matt Ledge was.
Matt Ledge, I've seen before.
Didn't he work a little bit for APW back in the day?
I think he wrestled once or twice.
Yeah, that's it.
But I think he's a Belltime Club.
He's a Belltime Club, yes.
Oh, okay, so that's
He had
where
wrestled
I know
with
him from.
MWF back in the day as well.
MWF, you said?
Yes,
Yeah,
Collision
Millennium.
Pro. He was with Collision Pro.
Oh, yep, Ryan Reese.
Yes.
I rang announced their first 3 shows.
Nice.
And one guy had a different name on every show. You guys want to guess who it is?
Who?
It was Madden Fisher, Jerk Jackson, and the last name is, you guys don't know, he was in part of Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Bobby Fish, yeah, so he was, like I just said, he was something, then Jerk Jackson, and then Bobby Fish, Madden Fisher.
Wow.
But yeah, that's kind of a cool little thing, though, to only do 3 shows and have one guy with a different name, the same one guy.
Absolutely. Incidentally, just before that tag match, there was actually a match that wasn't on the list that they added.
Okay.
So the Big Island of McClure was in a singles match. Do you remember the name of his opponent, Jerry?
If I go to my phone,
Sam?
I can look
good.
it up.
So Sam, right?
And I should know because I rang announce it, but I forgot to make notes of it.
Weren't the Big Islanders in it together?
No, they weren't in the tag.
Oh, okay.
They were actually not in the tag match.
Right.
Unfortunately,
and who's Dr. Biss?
Kahoku was unable to.
Well, he's probably doing his food truck, man. One of the best food trucks in New Hampshire, man.
Great tacos.
Amazing
tacos.
I actually haven't eaten them, but I know how hard he works.
I had him last year. There was a UFO wrestling show up at the
at Manchester
baseball team.
Yeah.
And he was there, and he actually was nice enough to give people working the show 1 free taco, and
Nice.
it was amazing.
He's a great
amazing
guy.
Amazing guy.
He is an amazing guy.
Do you remember the name of his? Can we plug? Well, we probably can't plug it here anyway.
I don't. I'm sorry, but that's why the kid Jason wants to come on the show, and he thinks we can promote all these things. Like you can't do that.
I'm glad I thought of that before I actually said it, because
all right.
For some
Jerry's
reason,
trying to
that
find that
match
name, but,
disappeared.
actually, you know what?
That's
I
all right.
probably
We're
have
going
it.
to go on, and when you find it, you find it.
I think I have it in my phone,
But
actually.
Bo Douglas defeated Samuel Radcliffe, Tim Lennox, and J.J. Griffin.
J.J. Griffin.
He's come a long way.
A long way, and he works so hard.
Yes, he does.
Give him a few years, and I think we'll be talking about him the same way we're talking about guys like
agree.
BRG.
I agree. And he's got a great mother.
Oh, fantastic.
You know what I mean?
And he's
been
around
brought
wrestling.
up the right way.
He's been around wrestling forever.
Dude, I think I met him when he was 12. And what is he, 21?
He just turned 21, I believe, yes.
That's amazing. I mean, I've known him for almost 10 years, dude. That's crazy.
When I saw him before the show, I talked to him for a minute, and I asked him, "Are you reffing or wrestling today?" He goes, "Wrestling."
Nice.
I'm pretty sure his refereeing days are over.
I would say his referee days are over, unless he's a special guest referee.
Yeah.
But like you said, though, he's come a long way.
Absolutely.
And he's a damn good worker for being so young in the business. Yeah. But he's learning the right way by the right people.
Yeah, Bo Douglas.
You know, Bo Douglas, you know. Dante's phenomenal, too, though, which helped Bo get the wrestling into the El Mundo Festival.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, nothing but praise for Dante Luna, who, in my opinion, I've said it here before, someday the whole world's going to know his name. I'm telling you. Someday.
He works hard.
He works real hard. His relationship alone with Pedro Martinez and Big Papi is unbelievable. They love Dante.
You know, and he's not someone who brags about it.
No.
You go up and talk to him, he'll treat you just like you would treat, you know, anybody else. Nicest guy.
When I came in, he was one of the first people I seen, and I went right over to say hello. You know what I mean? He was talking to somebody. I said, I just want to say hello. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I know you're talking. But then I went over and I saw Slick and Bobby Ocean, you know, and that was great because I haven't seen them in a long time. And since we went to the show,
yes.
And Slick asked me, how's Sarah doing?
Nice.
And I'm like, well, you know you're her favorite wrestler. And I said, she just graduated from college last Sunday. And he's like, what?
Well, congratulations, Sarah.
Yes. Saturday, me and Jizea are going out with them. She's taking us out to eat on me for Father's Day, and just Jai just because she loves him and misses him.
Nice.
So we're going to go to Boston this
Jai,
coming
make sure you
weekend.
behave yourself.
Oh, he will. He ain't watching this, I guarantee you that.
I was going to say, he probably won't even see
His
it.
friend does, though.
Totally off topic, but speaking of congratulations to your buddy Maverick Wild on becoming a grandfather.
Yes, that is fantastic. Congratulations, Matt. And it's a different kind of love.
Oh, yeah. He already said today he's going to spoil the kid crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's a different kind of love. It really is. It really is. But yeah, that's amazing. Congrats, Mac, Mav, and Dale. Congratulations to Zach.
Dan Bellevue says congratulations too, Mav.
Yeah, Dan Bellevue. No,
I'm just kidding, Mav.
Mav's cool, though. He'll take it as a good joke.
Exactly.
I'll tell you a joke off here that he told me one time.
Oh, God.
And I told it to Jizea, and he was like, Mav's a savage. That's how good this thing is. All right, let's get back to the show.
All right.
Then they had their second battle royal.
And this is Applegate versus Bucka Part 3.
Oh!
That's
okay.
When they came back.
That was it. It ended.
And Applegate
submitted Bucka. All right, cool.
And this was a much quicker battle royal than the Royal Rumble style.
I'm just going to tell you who won it because I love the guy. Steve the Turtle Weiner, right? Weiner. And I booked him. I booked him today. He's coming in September. I love Steve. He's a great guy. You know, he's gotten to do some really cool stuff in pro wrestling. He really has.
I feel bad for the guy because when I saw him before the show started yesterday, and he was already
he was dressed up all day.
In costume.
Yeah.
And he must have been sweating.
Oh, he must have.
He's somebody that always plays his gimmick. As soon as he gets there, he's in that gimmick. Yeah. He's not coming out of it, you know.
Yeah. And I'm so happy that Mike Quackenbush gave him a chance in Chikara. Like I said, he's done some pretty cool stuff. He really has. And I love Steve. He's a nice guy.
Super nice guy.
Ryan, everybody's a nice guy. Ryan Drew. Steve won. What did you think about that?
I was glad he got that win at Fenway Park. You know?
Me too.
Yeah, that was fine. It was the final four.
Okay.
It was the Turtle, the Mighty Bosch.
I like him too.
Sid Morrigan and Theodore J. Liftington.
I'm surprised Liftington didn't win. But then again, the Mighty Bosch could have won too. Yeah. But no, Steve the Turtle Weiner won.
Turtle power.
That turtle power. Yes. My son Michael loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when he was young, because that's when they came out. Mike was about 12, you know? And he loved those turtles.
Yep, that was
And one was named
Leonardo, yeah.
Yes, they love pizza. I love pizza.
My brother watched. He was probably about 10 years old when that was out.
How old is Brian?
He's now 30, in his late 30s, so yeah.
Oh, late 30s, yeah, because Mike's only 33.
Yeah, so probably, he's probably a little bit older than him.
That's cool. And Elizabeth is 36 and Sarah's 21. Now I gave the ages of my kids and mentioned them in the show, so when I'm gone someday, they can rewatch this show and hear me say their names. And that I love them. All right.
Totally off subject. Is there lemon in this water, by the way?
No, there's it's watermelon.
Okay.
Because they didn't have any regular water, so I took a bottle that Pete told me to take a bottle, and
sorry,
they
I
had
had to
raspberry and watermelon, and I would rather go with the watermelon. So
sorry, I didn't mean to go off subject there, but
that's okay. And then the next match, Chica defeated DeJay Simone and Sarah Jade.
DeJay Simone.
How was that, Jay? How was that match? Because I wasn't there. This is when I was gone.
It was a good match.
Where's Chica from?
Chica is otherwise known as Clara Carreras. I don't know where she's from, but this was the first time I'd seen her in person. But I know I've seen her name before. She's wrestled for Beyond and Wrestling Open.
Okay, which is pretty much the same promotion. They run the same building and use the same wrestlers for the most part. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Wrestling Open and Beyond do have a little bit, like different wrestlers too, not just the same guys from both companies. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
DeJay Simone is a Bell-Time Club trainee also.
Yes.
Yeah, and Sarah Jade is from the Netball, right?
No, Sarah Jade has wrestled for WFA, and she's also wrestled.
She's not trained there, though.
I don't know for sure, but I know she's wrestled also for Top Rope and for Live Pro Wrestling.
Nice. Awesome. All right. So then next up, you had BMT. Brandon Michael Thomas defeated Elijah Six, the testosterone young boy that you just brought up, Dave, and Adam Stone.
This was a great match.
Was it really?
I hadn't really seen any of these guys live. I've heard of a couple of them.
I've seen BMT like in tape. He's really good. And so is it Elijah Six, who's a test of strength kid, right,
yes.
Jerry?
Yes. I believe Young Boy is also part of that.
Well, that's what he said. TOS, Young Boy. And then who's the other one? Adam Stone. Where's Adam Stone from, Jerry?
I think he's from Maine.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
All right. Let me tell you guys what I got there yesterday, right? I'm walking down Lansdowne Street to get to the other side to Gate B. And I see these four guys with, luggage on wheels. And they're trying to go in. And I said, hey, you guys here for wrestling? They said, yes. I said, follow me. We got to go in Gate B. So I brought them down, and one of them knew me from the show.
Oh, nice.
So I know for a fact there was four guys from Maine at the show.
Yes, there was.
And they said it took them about 3 hours to get there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maine's
Dedication for no pay?
Maine's a big state.
Yeah, it is. What do you think, Jerry, about that match?
That was good.
BMT.
There was another guy in that match with Adam Stone, BMT, and Elijah Six.
Yeah.
A guy named Aaron Roxas.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And who is he?
I believe he's a Maine guy, too.
Okay.
I'm going to say anybody I haven't heard of must be from Maine.
Right. All right. So then, actually, did I miss a few matches?
And
no, I don't think so. I think you're right on par with where we were.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't miss any. All right. Next match. We had the Grand Slam Tag Challenge as Koosh or Kosh and Cha-Cha.
Koosh Bandicoot.
Okay.
And Eric Cha-Cha.
Okay, defeated Devin Justice and Riley
O'Neal.
Yeah, and the losers, who are Jody Arua and Raheem Royal. Correct?
No, the losers are a separate team from Jody.
Oh, okay, so they're
Royal.
separate. Okay,
Yes.
you guys know who the losers are?
The losers were
What a bad name.
Sean Leader and Tom Billington.
Oh, and I like those guys. I met Tom, but I mean, I love
Sean's
Sean.
a great guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, guys, man, why don't you call yourself the winners? It sounds better. That's funny, man, that I know who they are.
They always set the expectations pretty low.
Yeah, but Sean actually came over and said hello.
He-
So when I met Tom at a Proving Ground show, seemed like a great guy.
And the third team in that match is a team called the Skywalkers. But
Okay.
and
that was Jody and Raheem?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So you guys think that
Calloway
was pretty
there,
good, huh?
And Sid Justice, the Skywalker.
Sid Justice.
Bad joke.
Hey, wait a
That was a bad
minute.
joke.
I heard of that guy. He jumps off the rope and
skyscraper.
broke his
They were the
leg.
skyscrapers, I know.
Right? All right. And then we had, like I brought up a few minutes ago, Sarah's favorite wrestler, Slick Wagner Brown, as he defeated Osiris, Nolan Pierce, and Sammy Diaz. Now, I've only seen Sammy on tape. I might have seen him once. I almost swore. I almost gave the F-bomb. He's pretty damn good.
He's another guy that might get signed.
Yeah.
Or should get signed.
Absolutely. Kid can work, man. And I've never heard of Nolan Pierce, but I'm sure he's pretty good too.
Is that the
right,
TOS
Ryan?
young boy? Is that his name?
What's that?
The TOS young boy?
No, that's I don't know what his name is. I think they just call him the TOS young boy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not Nolan Pierce.
Yeah.
But I saw Osiris. I saw the Doctor.
Osiris and Doc Ozone.
Dude, Doc, I love you. Comes up. He gives me like a 45-second hug, man. You know someone really likes you a lot if they hug you for 45 seconds.
Yep.
You know?
I've gotten the same hug from him
He's
Oh, yes.
awesome.
I think we all do.
a
Yeah.
million times.
You know.
Yeah. And
Sometimes a million times in one night, mind you. Not
Right,
there's anything wrong with that, but
And Osiris, I got to talk with him because he was with the Doctor when I came by.
you know what was great with this match? Osiris and Slick were in this, and Osiris was originally trained by Slick Wagner Brown.
Really? I did not know that.
And we used to joke they look like father and son.
Oh, there's no doubt. But when I talked to Slick, I asked him how his family was doing. Like he asked me how Sarah was and all that, you know. That's a guy that I've known for over 20 years that has been nothing but kind to me.
Always.
Always. Always. How about you?
Oh,
Slick?
yeah.
One of the
That's
best.
super nice.
Yeah, going back
He
to-
always says to me, you know, thank you for the support
Yeah.
for all these years. I said, hey,
Jerry, you're a dedicated
no
fan.
problem.
You're a dedicated fan who was smart enough to know who everybody was yesterday.
Thank God. Thank
yeah.
God. If he didn't come
Almost-
tonight,
almost
we would be
every-
sitting here trying to figure out who half these
Yeah, we
people
would have
were.
just been saying the names and who won, and that's it.
Then we would have moved on.
Yeah.
Almost everybody.
Yeah, that's all right, Jerry.
Not
You did
quite.
good. All right. So then we had a guy that I love to watch wrestle, and I haven't seen him wrestle since he stole the show with Alec Price at one of Pat's shows. Right? Benny Jukes defeated. No, I don't know if
No,
did it.
Aaron Kadamia defeated Benny Jukes.
Okay, Aaron Kadamian. Aaron's the Asian kid.
That's correct.
Yep.
He's a great kid too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right, Ryan? He's a great kid.
Ryan,
But-
the convenience store guy, will be on next week, just so you
next
know.
week.
Oh, no, not next week.
Crockett's next week. Next week, guys. Episode 300.
Yes. Congratulations, Leo, on 300
you.
episodes. We're 299, Jerry, so
Thank you very much. Yeah, you're right there, though. You're right there.
absolutely.
And then the matches that didn't happen.
Well, yeah.
Why don't we say this? We'll go over these, but the show was set up to have a main event. Alec Price versus Ichiban. The show was 12-5. Wrestling went to 5:15. And I'm in no way burying anybody. But at 4:30, you must have been able, you know what I mean? Like, why didn't you say, get word to the referee, hey, you know, finish up
Yeah.
and get that main event on?
I mean, I don't know all the specifics. From,
No, I don't either.
From my understanding, is the thought process was they would be able to keep going
longer?
and,
Oh,
and
really?
finish the show. That's my own personal
Right, you heard
thing.
that?
I don't know 100%, but I'm pretty
Right,
sure
but
that
you
was
heard that.
I'm pretty sure that was the
Right.
thought process.
Who gave the word to stop the show?
So,
Yeah,
as
that's
you know,
a good question.
I was the ring announcer for that Benny Just
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
While that match was going,
Which was the last match.
I was approached and said, "This is it. Like Fenway wants the events like over at this point." And then
Wow.
match ended. I had to go in, tell the crowd, thank you for coming.
Right.
Didn't really address it because
You
I didn't know
opened and
what.
closed the show.
If I did, and I didn't even know what to say at that
Right.
point. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
thank you for coming, and I heard a couple people comment, what happened. It wasn't
Right.
my place to explain because I really didn't know.
Oh,
at that
exactly.
point,
And I'm in no way burying
No.
anybody.
Bo,
no, at all. I'm just saying
I-
maybe if somebody would have thought at 4:30, Do you know what I mean? It's got to be hard to run a show like that, first off.
And in all fairness, at 12:30 you should have known because you ran late and you didn't start till 12:30.
Exactly. Dave introduced Dan the Man at least twice, maybe 3 times.
Well, there was some technical difficulties in fairness to, and I don't want anybody to take offense.
Yeah, no, we're not. This is no way us dogging anyone. We're doing this respectfully.
Bo Douglas, Dante, I love you guys.
Respect.
I thank you guys for that opportunity yesterday.
Yeah.
I in my life couldn't believe that I was ringing announcing at Fenway Park.
That's amazing, Dave.
So I don't know what happened. Maybe at some point they could come on and talk about it more.
Absolutely. And they're going to have another one, I guarantee it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I did
they
personally
can learn from this.
Feel bad for the people that didn't get to wrestle. As I know, Bo and Dante both did as well.
Right.
I know that was never their intention.
Of course not. Not in a million years would they do that on purpose.
It wasn't expected of Fenway
to shut it down.
Before they could finish.
And again, guys, we're not, because I freaking love you guys. I respect you guys so much. Just a show, just talking about, So it could be a learning experience, though, for next year.
Did you hear anything about why the show started late in the first place?
Nah, that's a good question, Jerry.
I didn't. I really didn't.
Because it really didn't get going until almost 12:30.
I think it was just getting things organized, personally. But
all right, well, let's just go over a couple of guys that didn't get to wrestle. As Mike Skyros was supposed to take on Diego Alvarez, Red.
El Guapo.
The Amazing Red? I don't think so.
Diego
and
El
Mike
Guapo,
Grassa, who is another kid who's up and coming. And Skyros is too.
He is tremendous.
They're both good.
He's working, I think, fairly regularly for 3 or 4 different promotions
APW
right now. And he just started working APW.
He's really good in his character.
And he's working
crazy.
He's working a feud with Kid V right now.
Nice.
Where he physically stole.
I heard that he cut his hair.
His belt. His it's not the television belt. Oh, the New England
one.
The New England title. He physically stole it from him. So now it's in his possession.
Yep.
And they're working on the feud right now for Kid
V
to get it
he's
back.
Definitely really good. I love his mask that he comes out with, then takes it off.
Yep.
His girl Katie was one of the photographers yesterday.
Yes, she was.
One of many.
Huh?
One of many.
One of many. Yes, yes.
Picture Dave was there.
Yep. And who else was there? Kenny. Kenny Lockhart was there. I got to talk to him for a couple of minutes. Always great to see Kenny.
The amazing Ken.
Always great to see Kenny. Yeah. Man, I love you, Kenny. I really do.
Awesome.
All right. So, but Mike Skyros.
Yeah.
He's another good wrestler.
Yep.
What do you guys think of Mike?
He's very good. He's wrestled since this promotion just started towards the tail end of last year. Focus Pro Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
They run out of the Aeronaut Cannery in Everett, Mass. And he's wrestled on almost every one of their shows that they've run since they started.
Nice. That's cool. They've had about 5 shows, something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's really good. I've only seen him I've never seen him live, but I've seen tapes of him.
He's very good.
Video of him. He's very, very good. And so is Ingrassa. And I'm sure Diego Alvarez and Red, the Amazing Red, I'm just going to say it was the Amazing Red.
Guapo.
Sounds like a better story.
Diego El Guapo, he's got a great look to him.
Does he?
Another one that's, I think, going to go somewhere.
Yeah?
He's got, yeah.
Awesome, man. That's great. I'm sorry that I didn't know that. The female match would have been really good as the new WFA Women's Champion.
Which Jerry had the chance to see that.
Yes, Elle Valentine.
Yep.
Was supposed to take on the Portuguese princess Ariel, who, in my opinion, when she came back, one of the best women wrestlers in the area. Yep. Because she was when she left.
Yep.
Yes. Absolutely.
When she came back, I took one look at her and I did a double take, and I'm like, wow, you look amazing. And she said,
kids.
6 kids will do that to you.
Yeah. Well, I got to talk to them about coming on the show, and hopefully I can get down to the radio station and eventually get that all going, and I can do some Skypes. Because I know she's in the school education. I think he is too.
Yeah.
I think he might be a teacher or something. So, Mondays at 5:00 coming from Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Or if they live in Mass, I don't know where they live. So
I think that they lived in New Bedford. Or
okay,
close
it's still a good ride on a Monday for 5:00.
Yeah.
Especially if you're working at a school till 3:30. So I think Skype would be much better for them.
Absolutely.
And I'm not gonna lie, I want to do Ariel, and then I want to do them together. She's had a great career.
Yeah,
I mean, she did a lot when she first started. A lot.
Yes.
I mean, she wrestled for all the women's promotions. You know what I mean? All of them.
Yep.
So, all right. And then it was supposed to be Monte, this is my handwriting too. Monte versus Little Blay versus Bobby Ocean versus Eric Dillon. I just got to say, Bobby Ocean and Eric Dillon are two phenomenal dudes.
Yep.
Because I don't know the other guys. I'm sure they are too.
Yeah.
But
I think those are two other guys that it was unfortunate we didn't get to see.
Right. Exactly. What do you think about Eric Dillon?
I don't know Eric Dillon.
He's making a hard comeback right now.
To be honest with you,
He's doing some NRG.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, he was away for a while. He's been on the show 2 or 3 times. He's a nice dude, Ryan.
Excellent.
He's a good guy, Ryan. Jerry's like, what the heck's going on over here? That's because you didn't see my episode with Ryan Drew? Everybody's great.
Probably, yeah.
And Ryan said, no, Leo, not everyone is great. You got to call a spade a spade.
Whenever I need to laugh, I put that on when Ryan says, oh, look, Leo, he went down to the convenience store. The guy said he was a wrestling fan. Leo said, oh, come on my show. We'll do it on a Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll do it on a Wednesday. Yeah, because he can't do Monday. I love that, though. I love being teased. It didn't bother me in the least. You know what I mean? Got to roll with the punches. Plus, Ryan's a good dude.
He is. Somebody I've known a long time.
Right. And what was this tag team? Old School?
Yes.
Yeah. He's getting up there.
Oh, Ryan Drew? No, it was the OP.
The OP.
The OP, yeah. That's what I said.
Old School.
Old Prestige. Instead of original Prestige, I had made the mistake of saying Old Prestige. All right. And then, again, the main event that would have happened, which would have been amazing. Alec Price versus Ichiban. 2 kids that won't be around here forever. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a nice selfie with Alec, and Damon will be proud. I bought a shirt. I bought an Alec Price shirt.
Nice.
He has a shirt?
Yeah. He had a whole bunch of them.
I didn't know that.
Only one
every
style,
time I
a whole
see
bunch
him,
of them.
he doesn't have any. Because I'd snap one up right away.
I got it yesterday, man. I was like, you got any shirts? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. You got to support some of your favorite wrestlers.
Absolutely.
And Alec.
As you can see, I'm wearing the Landon Hale shirt.
Yep. Absolutely.
As the late Gorilla Monsoon would say, Ichiban versus Alec Price, the main event in any arena in the world.
Absolutely. All right. So I wrote down a bunch of names and stuff just to.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to do this first. The Do Anything guys. It's like a club, in my opinion, that they can go to a show and pretty much help out. And these guys are GK Durant,
Awesome.
Todd Graham, Chad Epic,
Another great guy.
Adam Nessel,
Yes.
Atlee Green, Dave Fournier, and I'm not sure if John Casey goes around, but if he did, I'm sure he would be a big helping hand to
I
somebody.
think he does more of his own.
Right. But
now,
I'm just saying, I bet you if he went to a show and they needed something, I guarantee he would jump right in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen that in action. Actually, he's helped out at some LPW shows before.
Nice. That's awesome. See that? So I do, and I didn't even know. I just figured he would be that type of guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But honestly, GK Durant, every time I see him, he's doing something different. You know what I mean? I see him more as a referee, but he's done other things, and he's very flexible.
He is, and great guy, offers advice, And Saturday I had the opportunity to ring announce for Pat Dillon at UFO Wrestling, and GK actually, he was just reminding me of the little things that you might forget. And couple times there were things that, if he hadn't mentioned that, and I said, and even we were saying like how some people would take offense to it, and I'm like, no, I want somebody to, it makes you better. Like, you're still going to learn no matter what.
You don't take things to heart like that, like in the wrong way.
You know?
Definitely. But you guys all are. Because, Todd Graham has gone to an NCW show and he does the commentary. But and he's been at Limitless running a camera. This is things I know for a fact. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I don't know if he's ever refereed, but I'm sure he has.
Probably.
I'm sure he has. All right. So let's get into just like a name game type of thing.
All right.
I know we talked about the closers. I want to talk about another tag team. Waves and Curls. Jalen Brandon and Trayvon Jordan.
Phenomenal.
They are
amazing.
Over like Rover. That's a stupid little thing. I just had to say it.
When I saw them at that show down in Brockton.
For Ryan.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
That was their first show back since who got hurt? Jalen?
Trayvon.
So their first match back, guys, and they were so over with the crowd.
Yep.
And they wrestle around there a lot.
Yes.
Pretty much on all the shows, right?
Yep.
Because they were working for Top Rope, too, if I'm not mistaken.
And you're talking about the closes. The weekend before, I was at a show in Fall River, and the closers wrestled Waves and Curls.
Oh!
Nice. Phenomenal match.
And I think I see the results. That they won the closers.
The closers, yep.
Which are a phenomenal tag team.
Yep.
Phenomenal. But Waves and Curls, I can't say enough good things about them.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
Trayvon.
They work so well together. The double teaming and all that.
Yep. Their timing is impeccable.
Yeah. And what do they come out to? I want to dance with somebody. Who's that? Whitney Houston?
Yep.
Dude, and listen, guys, they get the whole crowd singing that song.
Yep.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They really are.
Great entrance.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't around in a year or so. Because there's so many places to work. AEW bring back Ring of Honor, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Not on a regular basis, but, then you got MLW, Impact. I could see these guys there, no problem. Maybe even NXT.
You never know.
I'm very impressed with those kids. And they're young. They're very young.
And not only are they tremendous wrestlers and performers, but they're quality human beings.
Well, tell Ryan. Tell Ryan that. They're great guys. Just tell him.
Everyone's great.
Yeah, everybody's great. Yeah. We'd have a great party. No, but then another tag team. Shot to the Heart. Love Doug and TJ Crawford. Guys.
Yes. Currently the chaotic tag team champions.
And Love Doug's come a long way, and TJ Crawford is one of the best workers around.
Absolutely.
Facts. He might be the best worker in chaotic.
And at first I wasn't convinced on the whole Love Doug thing when it first started, but
he's
like you
doing
said,
great.
It's developed and become really I've totally reversed my whole opinion on it.
He got the rose petals.
Yep.
That he picks up and uses the next night. I saw that. No, but that's just tongue-in-cheek, a little bit of a joke. But no, really, Love Doug, you're doing great, man. Really, really good.
Another guy that's great, Ryan.
There you go. Everybody get in on the joke. How about the Brick City boys, Jay Cruz and Victor Chase? Now, they haven't been around a lot, but they've been around enough.
You mean Big E and Eddie Guerrero?
Oh, is that what they call themselves?
No, that's what I call them.
All right.
They are dead ringers for the two of them.
You're right. They are.
If you ever see them.
There is a
I've seen them at
similarity.
APW.
Up close on it. Whenever I see him at a show and I go over to their merch table, and there's Big E and Eddie Guerrero.
Nice. All right. How about Brad Baylor?
Oh. I saw that guy for the first time a couple months back here in Nashville
at the WFA
show.
The Boys and Girls Club.
And I think I had texted you and said how impressed I was. He was in the main event that night. And, I know he's been in Connecticut prior to that and, Northeast Wrestling, I believe, a couple other places. And just was so impressed. He's another guy I think that will go somewhere.
Absolutely.
He's got the look. He's got the charisma.
He's got size.
Got the mic skills,
he's got
the size.
Decent size.
Yeah, I think
what I mean?
Definitely a guy to watch out for.
Yeah, I agree.
I believe he was trained by Paul Roma.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So he's probably trained the right way.
Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling.
Yeah. Trained the right way. That's for sure.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right. Elijah Six. There's another kid that's starting to really impress me.
Very good. Very quick.
Yeah.
You know, got a lot of good moves.
Yep.
And he's got the charisma too.
Yeah, he does.
So.
And how about back up to a female wrestler, Nicole Batala?
Oh, she's one of my favorites. You know, I think somebody who's underrated. She's,
Yeah.
you know, bigger girl, but
Yeah.
got such a good look, so good in the ring.
Yeah.
Like
Very pretty.
And I wish
Very
she
pretty
just,
girl.
I hopefully more people will start using her so she's around more places. I think that's kind of what's hard.
I think she just went up to Canada. Did you see that on Facebook? Didn't she just go to Canada?
I think she did make a trip up.
Yeah, good for her, man.
Right.
That's really how you start getting your name out there, by wrestling in other places.
Yeah, she just lost the. She had it at one time. The New World Wrestling Extreme.
Oh, okay. The women's championship for Jimmy Allen, Trooper.
Yeah, she dropped it to Ariel.
Oh, that must have been a really good match.
Yeah.
And then let's just go with another female, like we talked about her a little earlier, Elle Valentine, who has impressed me so much.
Haven't seen a lot of her, but what I have seen is very impressive.
Well, I saw her at the WFA shows I was doing. She was pretty much on all of them.
Yeah, I think that's a couple times I've seen her been there, but definitely look forward to seeing more of her.
Yeah.
She is a tremendous performer.
Yes, she is.
She's worked both face and heel.
Yeah.
But I think she's better as a heel.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Her crazy woman gimmick is tremendous.
Right. Absolutely. And her girlfriend, I got to see Haley. Did you guys know Haley?
Haley.
No, she was at the show. Very nice girl.
Nice.
Very, very, very nice. I like Haley. I was all excited to see her. You know what I mean? All right. How about...
You know someone who I want to mention real quickly? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
I don't
go
mean to
ahead.
throw you off, but
Good, that's
somebody
okay.
that I saw for the first time this weekend, both at UFO and the Fenway Park show, was the living legend himself, Bull Montana.
Yes.
Give a shout out to Bull.
I'm glad you brought up Bull.
Yeah,
Bull's a
I-
great
you know,
guy, man.
one of the guys
He didn't even know I had a show. I said, Bull, I've been doing it for 8 years.
You know, the funny thing is, and this is my story, and Jerry probably even remembers this, when ECW used to come up and run the New England area, like, you know, Revere, you know, those areas, Tommy Rich would get there, Public Enemy would get there. First thing Tommy Rich would be is, where's Bull? Where's Bull? That's the only person Tommy Rich cared about seeing was Bull Montana.
That's pretty cool, man. That just goes to show. Bull's a hell of a guy.
A legend.
Yes. New England Hall of Famer, right?
Yep.
All right. Guys, how about the pecking order in promotions? I mean, it's so hard to sit there and say who's the best, but honestly, I can tell you this. There's a few that are very close together and they can go in any order. At Limitless, Chaotic, Lucky Pro, New World Wrestling Extreme, Ryan's Super Show, Teddy's Live Wrestling. You can't, even though they've been doing it a short time, you cannot deny these guys that they're right up there because they have so many people at their shows.
Yep.
Right? NRG, NCW, RWA, WFA, Atlantic Pro. I mean, and they're in no order. So if I said Atlantic Pro last, that doesn't mean they're last.
No,
I'm just saying. But I will say this. I think Limitless might be the number one company. That's just my opinion.
I have not been to a Limitless show. I've read a lot about it and heard a lot about it. That's on my bucket list.
Right. And Chaotic's right there, too. So, I mean, you're going to put, someone could put Chaotic first, and I wouldn't disagree. I wouldn't disagree. Why would I?
I think for me, the way I look at it is there's enough fans to go around. Most of these promotions are running different areas.
Yep.
You know, at least on the same nights. They're not all running, you know, 10 minutes from each other.
Like Teddy and Ryan don't run on the same night. Okay?
And they draw tremendous crowds. And they're all running, you know, in the same area. But, you know, you can like Chaotic. You can like WFA.
Yep.
The main thing is go out and support independent wrestling. That's what matters.
Absolutely.
You know, you know, half the time it's the same. Not all the same, but a lot of the same wrestlers are interchangeable between the promotions. You know, they all put on a good show. They're there to entertain.
Yes.
We as fans, you know, ultimately, yes, I get to ring announce this weekend on occasion. I get, I'll do whatever helps. But at the end of the day, I'm a fan. I go there to be entertained. I don't care what's happening behind the curtain. I don't care about
that's good, man.
Who's kissing who's doing this. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to be there to watch. Would you agree, Jerry?
Yep. And another new promotion in the area that's sprung up. I don't know if you know Frankie Spracia.
Yes, the Fight for Life.
Fight Life.
Fight Life. I'm sorry, Frankie. I'm sorry. Yes. They've been putting on some good shows, I heard.
Tremendous. They have another one coming up this Wednesday night.
Really?
In Rehoboth at the Hillside Country Club.
Nice.
They crowned their first champion at their last show last month.
Who was it?
Masha Slamovich.
Wow. She won the heavyweight, the number one belt?
Yeah.
The Mad Russian.
She is the champion. Right now.
She's really good. She's a really good wrestler. Not I don't even have to say Ryan on that one. She is.
And Frankie's done a great job bringing in talent from all over the place. He's brought in, besides Masha, he's brought in Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh man, he's incredible.
He's tremendous to watch.
I just saw a match from him on New Japan.
Oh, wow.
And he was that was really the first time I watched a Mike Bailey match. Nice. And he is Speedball. He's a phenomenal worker.
Real quickly, though, just so we don't leave anybody out, you have UFO wrestling out there.
UFO, So again,
NCW, Chaotic. I mean, Wrestling Open,
ones.
Powerhouse Wrestling, Showcase Pro, New World Wrestling Extreme. I mean, we don't leave anybody out. We love all those guys.
Exactly.
Everybody's great. Right, Ryan?
We're not out here to leave anybody out.
Wherever you live and whatever promotion happens to be running in your area, go see them.
Yes, support independent wrestling. So important. I got a friend of mine, Tiago. They should tell his kids all the time. You tell your father to take you to one of the shows I'm at because you're going to meet guys that are going to make it.
Absolutely.
But guys, I really appreciate you guys coming on, talking all about yesterday's Fenway Park show.
Thank you for having us, Leo.
Dave.
And Jerry, thanks for being here and filling a lot of the
Jerry,
gaps.
Thanks for being the main man on that one. Guys, we're out. Peace. Hi, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show. Listen, I could use a little help to grow my YouTube channel. So if you could please like, share, and subscribe. That's most importantly, subscribe. Send me a direct message. And I'll give you a shout out here on the show. My YouTube channel is real simple. It's just my name, Leo Connors. Thanks in advance. Peace.